Okay, we're really going to go down the rabbit hole for this one. I did a session for a cat named Hermes, and he was living. And I'm going to read you again, like verbatim, what he said to me. So he was telling me about his mom. And he said, I can protect her in many ways and clean her energy field. And then he showed me an image of this, and I don't even know how to describe it, but it was like I was seeing him clear his mom's energy field. I said, how do you clean her energy field? And he said, I can manipulate energy, move it around. And again, I'm seeing an image of this. He's showing me an image of, I don't know how to describe it, but I was seeing it. I said, how can you manipulate energy? He said, anyone can manipulate energy. I just have nothing holding me back. It's much easier for a cat than a human to do this. It's like hypnosis. I said, is hypnosis real? He said, yes, hypnosis is real. It is manipulating energy when it comes down to the bones of it. What you're actually doing. It's like Inception, a dream within a dream. Is this confusing? Probably. I didn't know we'd go here, but hey, I'm along for this ride. When was the last time you saw Inception? Now, stop, hold on. The reason why it's not that he knows or has seen the movie Inception. I have seen the movie, and animals are able to access everything in my brain to be able to use something to send a message. So he asked me when the last time I saw Inception was, and I said, a while. He said, please Google it so I can explain this better to you and you will understand. So I Googled for a refresher. And then I'm like, okay, hold on. Okay, and he cut me off and said, yes. Entering the subconscious, dreams or hypnosis, but nevertheless, you are manipulating energy. The idea of Inception is real. The movie, planting subconscious thoughts, that already happens. Cats do that all the time with their humans. I said, do dogs? He said, yes, but again, many dogs are just here to be dogs and soul companions. Cats are the mastermind energy manipulators, but we only do it for the greater good of our humans and their life path and experiences they are meant to experience here. And I said, but you said you really like to be lazy and not do much, because that's exactly what he told me earlier in the conversation. He said, it takes zero effort to manipulate energy. I can do it in my sleep. I do it in my sleep. Hypnosis, whether you believe it's real or not, plants ideas in the subconscious mind, conscious, subconscious, either. Dream manipulation also does this. We know what you dream. Did you know that? We have access to your dreams and dream states. Can we control them? Now, I was about to ask him, can you control them? And he was like, can we control them? Because they know what I'm about to ask before I even ask it. He said, in a sense, but often we observe. This isn't a blockbuster movie, but energy manipulation is possible. Cats are very good at this, and we do this to benefit our humans. But, and it's a big but, sometimes our job is just to be cats, just be assholes, just be lovable, hairy things that pee on your furniture. Not every cat is going to be doing this. We aren't your puppeteers, but we have the ability to be. And I said, are you saying, and he cut me off again, and he said, yes, cats could puppeteer you. Humans. We have the ability, but it's not something we are supposed to do. It's like not using magic outside of Hogwarts. It's not allowed. Again, it's not that he's seen Harry Potter. I have. He's using things I know of to send a message to me. He said, we can manipulate energy, plant unconscious or subconscious thoughts, but to actually be your puppet masters is not something we have the right to do. And I said, I feel like, and again, he knows what I'm about to say, so he doesn't even let me finish. He said, yes, I know. It's hard to look at a cat and make the connection. The Egyptians knew we were energy manipulators. They knew our abilities. They looked to us for guidance. They understood us. We stood with royals, and why do you think that is? I said, I don't know. He said, because we protected them. You see, the Egyptians saw us as gods. They knew we had powers. They revered us. They understood what has long since been forgotten, and that is that cats are, well, controllers, manipulators of energy. Now, I asked him, if that's the case, why do cats allow themselves to be, on the street and hurt and all of that stuff? And he showed me an image as an answer and told me, do not share that, and I cannot share that, and please do not comment and ask me to share it. I will not be sharing it. It is, trust me, it is for the better good that I not share that. So he said, my point is, and this you can share, we let ourselves experience certain things as it is part of the human trajectory. I really cannot speak to you about this now. It is too much. But yes, you have more questions, because questions are just circling. I said, who built the pyramids? Because so many people want me to ask that. So I said, who built the pyramids? He said, yes, many people want to know the answer to that question. Many people think they know the answer to that question. What do you think? Now, what's so funny is some of these cats, I ask them something and they're like, well, what do you think? And it's like, I'm asking you, like, I don't know. So he said, who do you think? And I said, aliens. And he said, why would aliens want to help humans build pyramids? And I said, I don't know, they wanted to help. He said, do they help now in any way? I said, I don't know, I'm really just trying to talk about the pyramids right now. He said it was not a 100% human endeavor. There were entities involved that helped. What entities and what help? I'm sorry, but I won't be going into that today. You will sound crazy sharing this, but no. There was divine intervention involved in building the pyramids. Whether those involved were aware or not, that I can also not say. I think it's time respectfully to move on now. You can come back for more, but our little sidestep to the side is over now. So that was our down the rabbit hole conversation. I don't even know what to say about it because it was a lot. And again, I will not be sharing that one piece. And when I tell people that, because I have a video like that before, I'm getting all these DMs, you can just tell me, just trust me. This is better to just not be shared, but he did explain it to me. And I don't know what else to say about this, but okay, this is, all right.